Let's talk about Victor Vernicos with What They Say.
Well, you know what they say. The last souls make sure no one loses the way. Hurt ones can't stand seeing others in pain. Oh, I am both. Now I got too much on my plate, and I save all the others, 'cause for me it's too.
So I'm going to start this segment by saying I know that there has been some relatively minor controversy over this selection, this song selection, and I say relatively minor because this is immediately followed by Poland in the running order. We're not going to talk about Poland today. That's in the next video. Um, and I personally don't have a huge horse in the Poland race necessarily, but I'm aware that the Greek national broadcaster is getting sued over this being selected.
I think the lawsuit was over now. I think that got dismissed.
I wrote this article for the site. They were trying to move the lawsuit forward to be resolved before Eurovision, but it's going to be resolved in May after the contest. That's what's happening with the lawsuit. So Greece is going to participate with Victor Vernicos and What They Say no matter what. I'd also like to start by pointing out that this guy is 16 years old.
He is?
He was born in 2006. He is, in fact, younger than my youngest sibling by approximately 3 weeks, which makes my head hurt. It does not feel like so long ago that I was too young to participate in Eurovision, and now there are it's one of those things where when you're in high school and you're watching Eurovision and you're like, oh yeah, this person is like only a little older than you. It's like, oh yeah, okay. That's a perfectly reasonable age to be going and doing this extremely public event on stage. And then when you're 22, and you're seeing somebody that same age perform at Eurovision, you're like, what? No! Go to bed! It's an okay song though. It's very Greek, which is to say it's very sort of Greek and Nordic, in the way that many of the Greek entries have been in recent years. It's not bad. Yeah.
Literally a Greek Nordic.
Yeah, and so is Victor Vernicos. He's Danish.
I
have Wikipedia open and it has all these fun facts. What They Say is an okay song, and as somebody who I have my fair share of mental health issues, I frankly kind of have more than my fair share at this point. There are parts of this song where I really related to the lyrics when it first came out, and I think that is probably the greatest strength of this one. And when this gets performed, I'd like to see, there's a thing that some Eurovision songs do where they will project the lyrics in the back. I'd like to see this one do it because, again, I think that the lyrics are probably one of the strengths here. What do you have to say about this one?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. That there's a couple. I usually hate it when songs do it. It depends on unless the song has that strong meaning that you need behind. Like the only two I would say this year that should are What They Say and Who the Hell is Edgar, because it's just showing the meaning of the song, kind of putting it in your face, just so you can't miss it in case you have bad hearing like me, or you kind of just were on your phone or something and you're just vaguely looking like, oh wow, that's it. Again, it's another one's really going to come down to the staging on how it plays out. Greece has been hit or miss with staging in their history. So the song itself is kind of that upper mid tempo. It's not fully like that slow mid tempo that can kind of drone on. There's a bit of an upbeat, but also not. It's a weird tempo range that it's in. It's in a very unique tempo range, and I like it. It's another one. Yes, Greece and Cyprus go together. My brain's kind of like Cyprus's entry, where it's there. It's not really. I'll listen to it if it comes on. I'm not going to skip it, but it doesn't attract me to the song too much. So it's really probably going to come down to they need to have some good staging. I think the music video staging would be really cool if they could translate that into the stage. With that Tears getting sober, him on a park bench splashing around the water. I don't think they can do the water part. Just the rules around water get confusing sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It can't all be Emily DeForest Rainmaker up in here. We can't do that every year. As good as that performance was.
Or Jedward Waterline.
Yeah, that was also good. That was one of the
Yeah.
better songs in 2011.
But yeah, I like the song. It's good. It holds its own. It's been coming after Iceland might be interesting to see how it does with the televote, but it's also it has a good spot before the song is before. So it can definitely hold its own.